Hey guys, I'm so excited about this video. I just bumped into somebody else's the other day and I thought, I'm so doing that. If you're new to my channel, my name is Alana and my channel is all about marriage, homemaking, healthy living, and homeschooling. I would love for you to subscribe. So I'm diving right into these questions. There's a lot of them, so I'm gonna try to keep them short, but answer them fully. So the first question is, have I ever had anyone say anything negative about me staying at home? Not directly, I think implied, and I have had some comments that I don't think were intended to be offensive, and I wasn't offended by them, but I can see how somebody could have been or might have been. The stuff that comes to mind is the continual suggestions of places to work and things to do, and it's just like, I homeschool and I stay home. Why do you keep telling me what jobs I should have? So that's funny. It doesn't offend me more than anything. It just makes me like, when are you gonna just understand that this is the plan, you guys? And then some other comments that I've had is people say that they, I love you, wouldn't be fulfilled doing what I do. And I don't get offended by that at all. I just take it as them telling me they wouldn't be fulfilled doing what I do, and that's fine. I wouldn't be fulfilled doing what they do. That's not offensive either, right? It shouldn't be. It's just the truth. So that doesn't offend me, but I think that somebody could be offended by that. So I don't think anyone said anything directly to me, but definitely have implied it or thought it and not said it, and that's okay. The next question is, what is my favorite and my least favorite part about staying home? Okay, I'll start with my least favorite because that's gonna be this long, and my favorite's gonna be this long. I really, really, really love staying home. My least favorite, I guess, is that it's really hard to find time for me to do something that I want to do uninterrupted because my kids are home and I homeschool. So I am interrupted all the time. So anything that I want to do that requires my full attention, it's just for me, I really need to like wait till the end of the day when everybody's just like taken care of already and I can sit and focus. Sometimes during the day, I'm like, I wish I can just do this now, but gotta wait, and that's okay. It's not forever. My favorite, it's really hard to narrow down to one thing. I love that we can set the tone of our life. We can be super flexible. We can fill our days with what we want to fill our days with. We have sufficient rest because we don't have to get up and get dressed and be anywhere. I love that I can have things done before my husband gets home so that when he gets home, everything's taken care of and we're all just free to relax and enjoy one another. That I have time to do little extra things like make kombucha, make homemade bread, make my dog food, just random stuff like that. The third question is, what is my favorite and my least favorite chore? I don't really have a favorite chore. I like the way the house feels after I'm done with my chores, but I don't necessarily think this is my favorite thing when I'm doing it, but I also don't hate it either, because I feel like I'm working with purpose and I'm gonna love the result. The one chore that is very hard for me to get started, but once I get started and going, I'm fine. And when I'm done, I'm so glad I did it, are the floors, man. The next question is, what time do I wake up and go to bed? I wake up at 6:40 every day. That's when my alarm is set. Go out, let the chickens out, and then I come up to the kitchen and make my husband coffee and breakfast. And then I stay up by myself until the kids get up. I use that time for reading and prayer and drinking coffee in peace. And I go to bed at 11:30, the latest. The fifth question is, do I put anything in the background when I'm cleaning, working, or cooking? Most of the time, I have classical music playing all day in my house. Sometimes I'll have a sermon on when I'm folding laundry and cooking. Paul Washer or John MacArthur and classical music. Question number 6, do I get dressed most days or just wear PJs? I get dressed every day. I just feel more productive when I get up, get dressed, get my day going. If I stay in PJs, I can pretty much guarantee I'm gonna be slow, less productive, and if somebody comes to the door, I wanna look nice. If my husband comes home for lunch, when he gets home from work, I wanna look nice. Sometimes in the winter, if it's like freezing and we're not going anywhere, we'll have a pajama day, but it is so not often. I want my kids to get in that habit as well. Since we homeschool and they don't have the structure of getting up at a certain time every day, getting dressed and having to be somewhere every day at a certain time, I don't want them to think that life is just roll out of bed, hang out in your jammies all day. How often do I do my hair and my makeup? every day. So my hair, I don't have to do anything to, that saves me time, but I do my makeup every day, just something, a little something, blush, lip gloss, mascara, because same reason as getting dressed every day. I want to look nice, especially for my husband. What is your trouble zone or needs help zone in your house? I guess the messiest area of my house. I would say the spare room, because it's just like the rollover room. There's like a drum set and congas in there. There's a workout bench and our luggage, and it's organized, but it's not like functional. It's just like this room with stuff in it. And then the playroom used to be the playroom, but my husband has a coffee roasting business, and so it's kind of been converted to the coffee area. And so we have bags of coffee and a table with stuff all over it and everything he uses for his business, which is great. It's just not tidy. So those two are my least favorite. But you know, that's one of the things I have to just deal with. I don't live alone. If I did, everything would be perfect, but I don't want to live alone. I want my husband and my children, so I will deal with their mess. It's okay. How often do you find yourself being distracted? Oh, I feel guilty answering this question. Pretty much never. Just because of my personality type, I'm very focused on tasks, and if I have a to-do list, I'm gonna follow it. I'm gonna go down the list till everything's done, and once it is, I chill. So that's just my personality type. I'm not on social media. That helps too, because I'm not, you know, browsing Facebook or Instagram or anything like that. So because I avoid those things and we don't have the TV on, I don't really get distracted. Also, I have so much to accomplish each day. If I let things go, then it feels overwhelming. And so to avoid that, I get everything I need to get done for the day so that I stay on top of things. So do I enjoy staying home, or do I miss going to work every day? The Lord gave me a heart for this from a very, very, very young age. I have always had a passion for staying home, serving my family. I would never, ever, ever want to go back to work, ever. I don't miss it in the slightest bit. Nothing about it in any way do I miss. I love staying home, and I'm so thankful that I get to, because I know that people want to and can't. And so I do not take it lightly that this is a huge privilege, and it's the Lord's kindness to me. And I tell my husband all the time how thankful I am that he worked so hard to make it possible for me to stay home. What is your never-ending chore? I think I have a couple of those. I think tidying up is one for sure. I have 3 people that I live with, and 2 of them are under 10. So there's stuff everywhere all the time. Of course, I ask them to help, but they're boys. They don't see like the little things that I see. So they do the best they can to help me, and then I come behind them and get the rest. That's my never-ending chore, picking up after people. But I definitely ask for help, and I definitely am delegating and showing them, like, you gotta pick this up, you gotta pick this up. And my other never-ending chore would be cooking. I'm in the kitchen for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks in between. So I'm definitely in the kitchen a lot, but that's one of my passions as well. I love feeding my family well and healthy, and so I don't mind it too bad. What is my favorite way to relax or have me time? I don't know. It's different. I think quiet is probably the main thing. I like quiet. When I'm in the car without the kids, I don't even put the radio on anymore. I just like silence. So that's one thing that I really enjoy. Sometimes I'll go outside on the deck and just sit and listen to the birds and drink my tea or coffee. Sometimes I browse Pinterest for new recipes because I love cooking, and that's just fun to me. Sometimes I'll do my nails and do facial and do my eyebrows and just have like a spa night. Sometimes I'll watch funny YouTube videos. Sometimes I'll watch a movie. So I like to do many things. I don't have this one thing that I like long for, except some quiet sometimes. How often does my husband chip in? Every day. I mean, not necessarily with dusting or cleaning toilets. but mostly with the children. Like, he interacts with his children every single day. He comes home every night and he is devoted to us. He will sometimes pick up the guitar and play for a little while, but most of the time it's all about being with us. So he pitches in every single day, and I'm so grateful. The next question is, if you have kids, when do you find time to do chores? Well, my kids are older. They're 7 and 8, so I can do chores while they play. It's not a big deal. I just clean my bathrooms, and they've been playing Legos this whole time, so they're good. So the next question is, how do you balance being a homemaker and creating YouTube content? Well, for those of you that have been following my channel for the last 5 years, you know that my channel has not been very fancy. It's just like the camera following me through my life. So it's used to be fairly easy. These last 4 or 5 months, I've had fun with more editing than I used to. And my kids are a little older, so I have time for that now. And that's actually one of the things I do at night, is if I'm gonna post a video, I'll edit for a little while. And that's another way that I enjoy me time. The next question is definitely the dining room. I love our dining room just because it's pretty. I love the quotes that I have up there, and so I get to see them and be reminded of beautiful things every day. And we sit around the table and enjoy time together. So many beautiful things happen in the dining room, such good discussions, our morning devotionals, homeschooling, wonderful conversations with Daddy at lunch and dinner, and just fun, laughing, wonderful moments. So dining room for sure. The next question is, what's your least favorite room and why? Kind of talked about the playroom already, which has become the /coffee playroom. The only reason is because it's not what I want it to be. What I wanted that room to be was my playroom with a reading nook in between these 2 closets and this window. I wanted to build like a big bench there and have like some shelves and books, and it's just not even close to that right now. So that's why it's my least favorite room. And the other reason is because that's the door that everyone comes into our house through instead of the front door. And the first room you see when you come in is that room. The next question is, do you feel that your home reflects your personality and your style? Yes, my home definitely reflects my style and my personality. I feel like it's very simple and not cluttered and tidy. And I know that people think like more stuff makes things feel cozier and more homey, but I don't want more stuff, because more stuff means more stuff to clean and more dust and more stuff, clutter, more opportunities for things to get blah. The next question is, what does your home smell like? Okay, I don't think anybody knows what their home smells like. How many times have you heard somebody say, I remember the smell of my grandma's house? I guarantee you your grandma didn't know it smelled like that. Like, everybody's house has a smell and they don't know about it. Somebody told me the other day, your house smells just like my sister's house or my aunt's house did growing up, something like that. And I was like, what? Like what? And they're like spices and cooking. And I was like, okay, I'll take that. I like that. I don't mind that. And the last question is, what is my strong point and my weak point in homemaking? I think my strong point is time management and getting tasks accomplished. My weak point, I'll cut corners. That's what I'm looking for. I will cut corners and not be very detail oriented just to get it accomplished, where someone else might take forever to clean their bathroom. When you go in that bathroom, it is like, wow. But if I clean my bathroom, it takes me like 5 or 10 minutes, and yeah, it looks clean. But if you look real closely, you're gonna find stuff. And I'm okay with that, because at least it gets done. And when it needs to get done, detailed, I'll do it. I just don't wanna do that every week. I don't know. Props to those of you that do. I just don't know how you have time for the rest of the stuff, because you're in the bathroom for an hour, but hey. So I hope you enjoyed this homemaking tag. Thank you so much for watching and listening to all my hilarious answers for these questions. And if you want to do this tag, check out the description box. I've listed the questions there for you. Just put them in your description box and title your video Homemaking Tag 2017. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe. Have a great day.